go through and, it seems like we're talking about a lot of autonomic things tonight. So let's maybe do something autonomic. I was going to do something else, but let's do autonomic. So let's have you pull out like sage or tarragon or lemongrass, marjoram, even lavender if you don't have any of those other ones. And let's do two parts. If you have hyssop, let's have you pull out hyssop. If you don't have hyssop, let's have you pull out chocolate root cleanser if you have it. If you don't have that, use the oil that you were going to use for the lemongrass, tarragon, whatever that is, the other one that you're going to choose. Is everybody good with an oil? I think so. Okay, so let's do this. We'll kind of practice this, and we've done the autonomic technique where we've done front heart, back heart, forehead, back head, and then reversed it. But let's do this a little bit different. So you have the oil that you're going to use. If you have hyssop or chocolate root cleanser, use that for this particular piece right now. And if not, use your lemongrass, your tarragon, marjoram, your anise, whatever you have. And what I'd like you to do is think of a situation where there's some stress, like there's some turmoil, there's a conflict, whatever it might be. Think about it externally, whatever the situation is, think about the external situation and just observe it. Like, does it feel bad? Does it feel scary? Does it feel stressful? Do you feel numb? Like, that can be a big one. You feel kind of just numb to it all. And as you're observing that externally, start taking some long, slow, deep breaths. You're still taking long, slow, deep breaths. And then just let it go for a moment. You're just letting it go. And again, that external situation, same oil. Begin inhaling, long, slow, deep breaths. As you observe the situation, long, slow, deep breaths. You're taking long, slow, deep breaths. And then just be still. Now, if you are using hyssop, let's go ahead and have you reach for the lemongrass or anise, tarragon, whatever that was. And now, whatever you are working on, whatever situation, go to your body and feel it in your body. Where do you feel it in your body? Do you feel an agitation? Do you feel something stir? Some tension? Inhale the oil into that area. And then just let go for a moment. Now, feel it in your spine. Where do you feel it in your spine? Wherever it is, you're observing that, you're putting your awareness on that spot, and begin inhaling the oil in that area in your spine. And taking long, slow, deep breaths with your awareness on your spine. And then just let go for a moment. Now go to the brain. Where do you feel it in the brain? You feel it on the front, the sides, the back, wherever you feel it. Wherever you feel a denseness, a heaviness. Put your awareness on that spot and inhale. You're taking long, slow, deep breaths. And then just be still. Be still. Just sit with it for a moment. And as you're sitting there and being still, your awareness is on your nostrils. You're not following your breath, you're just observing the air moving in and out of your nostrils. Just be still. Just let everything go for a moment. Think of that external situation again. You're observing that external situation. You're taking long, slow, deep breaths with that external situation. Move your awareness to your body. Where do you feel it in your body? Go back to the external situation. Feel it in your body? Where do you feel it in your body? And then just let go for a moment. Just let go. Okay, notice how you feel. I'm going to run you through something here. This is very simple, but it can be strong. You can use the same oil. Begin inhaling. Your awareness is on the top of your head. You're inhaling. Your awareness is on the top of your head. Hmm? Now, move your awareness to the soles of your feet. You're inhaling. Your awareness is on the soles of your feet. Now, move your awareness up to your forehead and your back head at the same time. So your awareness is on the hairline and the back head at the same time. And then just let go. Again, begin inhaling. Your awareness is on the crown. Your awareness is on the soles of your feet. You're taking long, slow, deep breaths. Your awareness is on your forehead and back head at the same time. And then just let go. Let go of everything. Just let go. Just be still. Keep your awareness on the two nostrils. You're just observing the air go in and out of the nostrils. Don't control your breath. Don't try to regulate your breath. Just observe the air. Go back to the external situation again, observe it. Inhale the oil as you observe. And that we lost Samantha there for a little while, but she's back now. You're observing the external situation. You're taking long, slow, deep breaths. And then bring it back to the body. Where do you feel it in the body? You're feeling it in the body. You're taking long, slow, deep breaths. And then just let go. So whenever we go to like the external situation, to the body, to the spine, to the brain, you're hitting different aspects. But I mean, if you were to boil it down, you're retraining how your mind responds to stimuli. And you also are like when you look at the external situation, you're retraining the mind and the instinctual responses by sitting and observing. It makes you less reactive and more like, let's take in the information, right? Then you come into the body and you can see like how you hold it in the body, but like sometimes when something is difficult or painful, we don't really think about it, but your body kind of armors up to try to not let that get into the spinal cord or into the heart or whatever it might be. Right? Then you have the component of interacting with the external situation. And, it's something we're going to be going deeper into, but the movement is towards the spinal cord, and then expression or projection is coming out from the spinal cord. Like when you start to take action or you communicate and express something, it's coming like outward. We tend to have less blockages being projecting the information outward. We have significantly more blockages for the information to come in, right, towards the spinal cord. And so this also acts as a stumbling block for when you're trying to bring spiritual energy in or higher soul energy, because it doesn't allow for the soul energy to come in and then be expressed outward, right? So at first we're keeping out the painful event, but then what starts to happen is we start to resist we're not really resisting. It's almost like it's just blocked up. The soul energy that's coming in, it also gets, pushed away or pushed back, just like the painful event. So you're kind of going through and you're retraining how your physiology and your energy body interacts with this, right? So the spinal cord component increases back and forth to the environment. Then the brain, when you put your awareness on the brain, you're hoping to facilitate a different action, a different behavior, a more spontaneous action. Like you're breaking out of the repetition of the situation and you're bringing something new in, right? So we have all those components, right? Then we go to, and we did the crown, the feet, right? The crown, the feet, the soles of the feet, and then back up to the forehead, back head, right? And so you're basically, whatever light's been generated, even putting awareness on the nostrils helps bring light into your system. And remember, the light is tied to the evolutionary process or divine intelligence. It's what makes the creative processes happen. And it breaks us out of repetition and it helps us to evolve in a situation, right? And so these situations a lot of times are difficult, but there's a component of it that like lacks light and has, a bunch of repetition in it. So you're bringing the awareness from your crown down to your feet. So you're running the light through your body, and then you're bringing it back up again, and you're doing your awareness on the forehead and the back head. That act of doing the crown, soles of the feet, forehead and back head, there's a stronger version of it, but for right now, forehead and back head, it establishes this like pillar of light that you're then in. And you could say things from other people get diminished, but also negative thoughts, stresses, traumas, whatever it might be. This is also being diminished somewhat. And it's helping you to move past those traumatic events from the past with the light being pushed for the evolutionary process. A lot of times when something's painful or traumatic, we get stuck in a holding pattern because of the trauma. Like we have a hard time pushing past it. I mean, it's something that we all struggle with, right? And so establishing this pillar of light helps to kind of break that down so that you can take some greater action. And so, this is tied to neurological function. It's tied to, some different components, but we'll be talking about it more over the next, month or two, but, it's going to be tied into some classes, but we're also just going to be talking about it in study groups. And, we're finishing up with the Metatron study group on Wednesday night. And we'll do a little bit on the 8 materializations of Metatron. And then after that, we're going to, on Wednesday night, we'll be doing the 8 materializations of Metatron. But then after that, we're going to start just pulling in some of the different classes and just doing little excerpts from them. Whether you've had it or not, we're going to kind of go in and start just rotating some of these classes for more practical applications from things that we've been taught. And so this is something that we're going to explore quite a bit over the next several months. I'm teaching it in different circles. Like here, we're doing it with oils. Sometimes you do it with healing. Sometimes you do it with meditation. Sometimes you do it with mantra. And so depending on what group I'm in, we use different ways of addressing this, but the mechanics is the same as you establish this pillar of light. And so, anyway, hope to see you guys this weekend for the 8 materializations of Metatron. And we're going to slip over to the Astara Prayer Bowl blessing, and join us if you can. And if not, hopefully we see you tomorrow night or on the weekend. Take care, you guys. Love you.